I've seen runts get bigger than the bigger puppies, so just because they're
Madison Bell German Shepherd.
Alright guys, we always talk about dog training, protection dogs. We rarely talk about breeding. Then we're going to talk about that for a minute. And we're going to talk about what is called calling. So when a female has puppies, unlike humans, females can sense things in their puppies. We don't know what they are or why they do it. And they'll call the puppy. And basically calling the puppy is they'll shoot a puppy away from feeding when they're like about 2-3 days old, and they'll move them off to the side so that the puppies don't get milk. And if they don't get milk, they won't live. If they won't live, then they're gonna die. I mean, it's pretty simple. So basically, we're gonna show you an instance of a female that tried to call a puppy, but we did not let it happen. And at the time, we didn't know that she was actually calling this puppy, but she was using aggression whenever the puppy tried to feed. And we continued on feeding the puppy, whether you had to use a nipple, a bottle, or whatever. But we fed the puppy to get him here, and you can see in the size difference of when she tried to call the puppy, what happened. Now, in essence, it could be something so simple that something so small why she tried to do this, where the puppies was okay, but she did it anyway. Because the moms look for perfection in their puppies when they have them. They look for perfect puppies, perfect health. They look for these things when they have puppies. They don't look for imperfection, anything that's imperfected to them. They'll call a puppy. So I know in you guys' world, you think mommies have puppies, they feed them, and then the breeder doesn't do anything, and then they sell them and they want all this money. It actually doesn't happen that way. And actually at 4 weeks, the moms are kind of sick of taking care of the puppies. So then a good breeder has to step in, and they have to take the puppies and they have to start taking care of them, feeding them, grooming them, cleaning their pens, all these other things. Just for instance, to go out and get them their puppy food and goat milk and puppy pads and shampoo and all these other things. I think I spent today just around $100 just to get all that stuff for those puppies. And that continues on week by week as the puppies grow. You have to keep maintaining these supplies. They run through it. You have to change their pants 3 times a day. You have to feed them 3 times a day. You have to keep them growing. You have to keep nurturing them. So the time and effort that a breeder goes into dealing with puppies is you'll be amazed about how they do just to bring you a good puppy. But again, we're going to show you what calling a puppy is, how we save the puppy, and how the difference in size when mom tries to call a puppy. Alright, so this is Minnie. He's a male, and mama tried to call him when he was 3 days old. So for 2 straight days, I fed him with goat milk, and I fed him with a bottle of nipple, and I kept him going. So he's Minnie. So when you look at him, his ears are already up. Minnie. I know Minnie. Minnie. And by nurturing him, he'll look a gorgeous, beautiful German Shepherd by the time he's 8 weeks. We'll keep him going. And then now I'm going to show you one of Minnie's brothers and the size difference, and when she wouldn't let him feed, but she let them feed. Alright, so this is Minnie's brother. This is Gobbler. So you see the difference in size. He got a lot of milk, and he didn't waste any. We had to keep her feeding Minnie. So I had to actually supervise her feeding him 24/7 and force her to feed him. Now, in the breeder's world, most breeders would have just let that puppy go because she didn't want to do it. That's calling a puppy. But like I said, at the time when they're that small, you don't know why they're calling, you don't know if they're calling him, and you don't know if what's going on with him. But you can see the total size difference in the two. And that's good protein. That's plenty of nipple feedings with moms, never missing the meal. Here's missing the meal. Here's the breeder having to step in and fix that meal. So breeders go through a lot of things when they breed puppies, and that's one of them. And you can tell Gobbler, his ears are not even close to being up, where Minnie's ears are almost popping up already. He's only 4 weeks old. So these are 2 brothers. That's the size. So in you guys' world, you call it the runt. This is the runt in the litter. This is one of the healthy, the bigger ones. so it's the bigger size. I've seen runts get bigger than the bigger puppies, so just because they're runts at the time doesn't mean they're going to be runts when they get full of adult size. But that's the size, and that's the breeder stepping in, keeping the puppy going and keeping the puppy alive, and spending day and night working on the puppy. So you see the two differences, like I said, in size, brothers. Unbelievable, right? But yeah, so that's the stuff behind the scenes you don't see when breeders are breeding dogs, and what they have to go through to keep those dogs straight and healthy and alive. You guys have a good one, and thank you for watching Madison Bell.
Madison Bell German Shepherd.